Greetings, Frederick Riddle here with another episode of Christians and Views. And this is episode 142. And what I am looking at here is in the paper, an article says Hamas releases Israeli American hostage in goodwill gesture. And I thought I'd cover that today and give you an opinion about it. It's a biblical opinion, actually. So I'll read just portions of this. I'm not, this is from the Gaza Strip. Hamas on Monday released an Israeli American soldier who had been held hostage in Gaza for more than 19 months, offering a goodwill gesture toward the Trump administration that could lay the groundwork for a new ceasefire with Israel. Eden Alexander, 21, was the first hostage released since Israel shattered an 8-week ceasefire with Hamas in March and unleashed fierce strikes on Gaza that have killed hundreds of Palestinians. He was handed over to the Red Cross. And so it goes on there and explains a little bit about that. Scooting down a little bit, wearing shirts emblazoned with his name, Alexander's extended family gathered in Tel Aviv to watch the release. They chanted his name when the military said he was free, while in the city's hostage square, hundreds of people broke out into cheers. Alexander's grandmother said that her grandson looked mostly all right in the first photo of him after nearly 600 days in captivity. So he seemed like a man. He has really matured, she said. Let's see. He was 19 when he was taken from his military base in southern Israel during Hamas's cross-border attack on October 7th, 2023, which set off the war in Gaza. Israel says 58 hostages remain in captivity, with about 23 of them said to be alive. Many of the 250 hostages taken by Hamas-led militants in the 2023 attack were freed in ceasefire deals. This next part here is entitled, Trump calls expected release hopefully a step toward ending war. Hamas announced its intention to release Alexander shortly before U.S. President Donald Trump was set to arrive Tuesday in the Middle East on their first official foreign trip of his second term. Trump on Sunday called the planned release a step taken in good faith towards the United States and the efforts of the mediators, Qatar and Egypt, to put an end to this very brutal war and return all living hostages and remains to their loved ones. Hopefully, this is the first of those final steps necessary to end this brutal conflict. I look very much forward to that day of celebration, Trump said on social media. So here's my opinion. First of all, I congratulate President Trump on being able to move this along the way it has. And there's a good possibility that the ceasefire will be restored and perhaps the remaining captives released probably over a period of time. That's the good news. Here's the bad news. The Bible clearly states that this war doesn't end. You get in the book of Revelation, it is still going on. And it continues on until the day that Christ returns, what we call the second coming, the return of Christ, the beginning of the millennial kingdom, actually. This war will continue. It has been going on since the days of Abraham. Unfortunately, they were caused by him and his wife, actually. She suggested it, and it was very convenient for him. And he fathered a young boy who grew up to be a man by the name of Ishmael. And through a variety of different connections and so forth, this has been a war that has continued on ever since. And so it's really not a thing that Trump can really expect to happen. I know he thinks he can, and he will argue that he can, but the Bible is very clear on that there's a ton of scriptures, the whole book of Revelation actually uh, uh, pretty well identifies that as going on. Will it be resolved? Yes, it will be resolved when Christ returns. He will resolve it. And there'll be no negotiations. He will resolve it himself. And there will be Arabs who will receive Christ. There will be Arabs there are Arabs now who are Christians. It's not strictly all Arabs against all Jews. A lot of Jews out there that are not Christians. And so, but God's going to come, when he comes back, when Jesus Christ returns, he is going to set things right. What remains of the nation of Israel will turn back to him. Arabs that are Christians will be with him, and some may already be in heaven. But there are those of the Arab community that is opposed to Israel. They have a judgment coming. And the Bible is very clear about that. So that's the bad news. But going back to the good news, I think this is good that there might be a ceasefire. The more they can do to bring that about, the better, as long as they're not compromising the safety of the people. Israel belongs, that's their land. The Arabs are wrong when they say it's theirs. It was given to Israel. Actually, it was given to Abraham and passed from him to all his offspring. It's God-given, God-guaranteed. And so that land belongs to the Jewish people. And no amount of denial, no amount of rage, no amount of whatever they want to throw at it can change that fact. It is a fact. So that is something that the ceasefire is a good thing. And I look forward to it happening. I hope it does happen. I hope all the remaining hostages are returned, and those who did pass away, that their remains are passed along as well. And we can have some kind of like relative peace there. That's the best that Trump can hope for. I know, like I said, I know he wants more. But there are just some things the president of the United States cannot do. And that's one of them. He cannot end this war permanently. He can bring peace, relative peace, and he can bring a ceasefire. It could be temporary at best, but a temporary ceasefire is better than no ceasefire. So he can accomplish a lot, and I pray that he will. That's it for today. I hope and pray that you enjoy these episodes. And if you do, just right down below here, you can have an opportunity to subscribe to my channel, TR Independent Books. And this podcast is a daily content, Monday through Friday. And that includes the Thursday Bible Talk. And so I encourage you to subscribe and get that. And I promise to do all my best to encourage you, to inform you, and to inspire you. And hopefully that is exactly what I do. This is R. Frederick Riddle, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.